I psyched you, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
Let's get into it, baby.
Like, should I bang on them scissors? Should I bang on the scissors?
I psyched you out, baby.
He's got me. He's got me.
I psyched you out.
Well, here we are.
We're back with another one, papi.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into some fun facts today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You know what? You want to play a game?
What do you mean?
So I got your phone, right? Now I'm gonna text some random person your phone, but not so random. And this is called damage control. Whatever I text with the person that I send it to, we're gonna have to switch phones back, and then we're gonna have to clean it up. What do you think?
Oh, shoot. That sounds,
dude,
that sounds dangerous.
The permanent scarring. The permanent scarring that's gonna happen.
What's it called?
It was damage control.
So what do you mean?
So like we switch phones, right? And then I text some person on the phone, and I text them something that, and you're like,
whatever,
like an ex-girlfriend, or like me, like you would text my wife something that, and they're gonna think that I sent it in, and your phone, like that.
They're gonna probably notice, right? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's gonna throw them off, right?
That's kind of. Is that kind of like?
Yeah.
Like when you accidentally text somebody that you didn't intend to text.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, I don't know if it was happening to you, but I've done it before. I actually know a friend that, oh my God, he was in deep.
God, imagine it.
Like he accidentally texted, I think his mom something that she definitely didn't want his mom to know. And his mom's like, getching out.
Imagine he turns around. Nah, ma, I was just playing damage control.
I was playing damage control,
I was just playing damage control. No hay pedo, ma, no hay. It's okay.
Like I've done it too. Like accidentally texted somebody unintentionally.
Yeah.
And it was like something that probably didn't want them to know, but it wasn't like crazy serious. But I was like, oh damn, like. Yeah. But it was just because I was like, that was the last person I talked to. And it was on my mind.
I have 6 toes. No, that's the wrong person.
Like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm colorblind. It's like I don't want them to know that. You know what I mean?
No, it was a secret. No, it's because I told her it was green. But you can't. I told her it was green. Now she's gonna know I'm lying.
But can you imagine though, like? Especially if you're drunk and you
could make permanent damage on people.
For sure.
Yeah.
You probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how dangerous it could be, but sounds interesting. So
turn a swim in the pool into a drowning.
Yeah.
Quick.
In breaking news, Southwest High School teacher Nick Santana found dead in the bottom of a pool.
Well, what happened? Him and his buddies were playing damage control.
Was it worth it? No.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Was it worth it?
Yes, it was.
That'd be fun.
All right, baby.
But we're gonna get into some fun facts today. We're kind of like looking at some, and I would love to go first.
Yeah. Well, you won
because
you won.
But we've been talking a little bit about gym etiquette for some time. We did an episode on it. We found one. It was just sort of further reinforce why you should clean up, wipe down after yourself at the gym.
That was one of my favorite episodes, by the way.
Gym etiquette.
And then now we have this nugget, right?
So fun fact: gym weights, dumbbells, barbells, whatever,
anything you touch,
have 62 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. Studies find. And I know how much of like a germaphobe you can be.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought, I got to share this with you because...
Not as much my butt cheeks. I touch my butt cheeks, I go to my face, and now my butt cheeks are clean, right? But my hands touch everything.
Everything.
That's why I like fist bumping. The only like my village elders will actually shake their hand, they put it out.
Yeah, it's more traditional. It's more like...
But around my classroom, I have hand sanitizer everywhere.
Yeah. Like 1, 2...
usually in the four corners.
Yeah. Oh damn, you do.
Yeah, have usually in the four corners,
and you have a bunch of like Lysol cleaners and.
So we discussed this, and ever since you told me this, now when I use dumbbells or the barbell, now it's in my head. I don't know why I'm so stupid. I didn't think of it before, but now I like wipe down everything I touch.
Yep. So I saw it and I was like, I gotta share this one. But so when I saw it, typically I like to use dumbbells. Because I don't need a spotter very much, and I don't need super heavy. But I don't know. I feel like with free weights, I can get a little bit better.
It connects your body better because with the dumbbell, your two hands are. With the barbell, your two hands are connected, so it's not as much tension.
Yeah.
But if you go two free
it's more stabilized, right? With the
you have to stabilize them more. Therefore, you're having more muscle growth because you're stabilizing with your joints and stuff more, right?
Wait, what are you doing that motion for?
Oh yeah, like the Trump dance.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
The Trump dance.
So I saw it and I was like, I gotta share this one for sure. And to be honest, I never really wipe down the dumbbells very often, but now I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Now 100%
spray
of the time.
before. I'm like, grab,
Yeah.
like I'm paper towels, and then let it like 5 seconds, and I'll pick it up.
There was a guy that I met here at school, and it was cool. Shook his hand, whatever. This the first time I shake his hand. I went to my room, did hand sanitizer. We're at the gym, and I saw him again. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna want to talk to me. And at the gym, it's just like there's only so much time in a day, right? You gotta go home, wife, kid, whatever, work. And so I saw him at the gym, and like, what's up, man? And I went out the fist bump, and he put his hand out, and he kept his hand out, but I did not resist. I did not, and I made it awkward.
And then you said,
I made it awkward, and I didn't care. And all I had in my mind was that all the germs.
Yeah.
Passed by. Out of all places you're gonna shake hands, guess where it's not gonna be? It's not gonna be at the gym.
Nope.
Yeah. After I slapped my butt a little bit, all right, we could shake hands. But
like, hey, hold on a second.
Yeah, my butt cheeks are clean.
Let me adjust my underwear.
Butt cheeks are clean, but apparently my hand is not clean.
I like how you twist it around. So
right.
that was my first one. What do you got?
All right, here we go. Now this is fun because we're getting to the age we got a lot of bald friends. So if you're bald at home, bald friends, or a woman who has a weird thing for bald men, research shows women persist bald if man is more attractive, dominant, and confident and more confident than men with hair. Like,
Huh. So baldness. Well, let me rephrase that. Going bald or completely bald or shaving your head?
No. So I looked it up, right? Specifically in the Psychology Today. There was a lot of different articles. Like, I'll go with Psychology Today, right? No, it says specifically when they shave their head. There's something about them just being more confident. And we have friends that I know that are hair transplants, and they're going like hell to make sure that they preserve what they have. And I totally get it. I fear the day when the hairline starts coming back. Is it going already? It's going already? No.
Yeah.
So we're all as guys. We're paranoid about this stuff.
It's part of your look.
I totally get it, right? Like women worry about
Presentation,
BBLs or lips or whatever the hell. What do guys worry about? Hey, is my hairline going back? We start freaking out, right?
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot more and more space up here as the years
But
go
now
by.
we know.
So
Now we know if you shave it, we are 13% more attractive, more dominant. We coming off more dominant. It says more dominant, more confident, more masculine, about an inch taller, and nearly 4 years older.
wow.
So
Age is a sign of wisdom, they say, right?
Dude, I should have brought the clippers, right? We do this right now.
Dude, I don't feel bad anymore if I go bald. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait to go bald now.
Shave it, right? Yeah, man. We're going to the day. Hey, what you gonna do before we get to the party? I'm gonna shave my head, homie. I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get that bald cholo look.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah. All right.
So my next one, one of my favorite movies out there, and I really enjoy showing this movie, especially whenever I taught U.S. history. But Forrest Gump.
Uh-huh.
So Forrest Gump is one of those movies where it's just so quotable, so many classic scenes from when he was a kid going to school, getting bullied, running, whatever. But he actually goes to Vietnam when he's at war.
I love the one where the dad's not in the picture and the principal is screwing the mom, whatever, and they come out. It's like, what did he say?
He said,
hey, where's your daddy? Oh, the principal asked in the office, where's your daddy at? He's on vacation. It's like,
he says, your mama sure care about your education, doesn't she, boy? You don't say much, do you? And then he says whatever he says. But
recently, sometimes I wonder if the character was more, because they play him off to be more like a shady 80s type character. But throughout the movie, obviously, he's not like stupid. He's able to accomplish a lot. So sometimes I wonder if he's actually autistic. And so, that's where I'm
very low IQ. So
well,
I would say
on paper.
Yeah, so I would maybe say
I can't clean
could
my
it be
gun.
on the spectrum? Maybe I don't know, but
I mean,
he had his own intelligence. He had a different.
He didn't invent gravity like Isaac Newton. He didn't win 2 Nobel Prizes like Marie Curie, but
he learned how to use running to solve problems.
Yeah, he had leg braces. He played for Bear Bryant and Alabama.
Yeah. So in the movie,
ping pong champ of the Chinos.
In the movie, Jenny used running to get away from her problems.
Yeah.
And Forrest used running to deal with his problems.
That's right.
He would run into him or whatever.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a theme.
Yeah, when Jenny ran off.
Yeah.
When Jenny ran off to get away, what does Forrest do? He runs off. He starts running for years, and damn, man.
So
like,
there's a scene in the movie.
Like, did he take acid before that run? Or
Hey,
something?
you never know.
Another fun fact.
He was
right?
in that era, right? But he goes to Vietnam and he comes back, and there's a scene where they're in Washington D.C. and they're in, on the National Mall, and he's giving a speech.
Yeah.
So in that movie or in that scene, he says in Vietnam, and then somebody rips all the microphones off, right? Well, did you know? The fun fact. This is what the part of the speech where he's giving that you don't hear. I always wondered
when they pull the cords.
What did he say?
Yeah.
This is what he says. So in Forrest Gump, when his microphone is cut off at the rally, what you don't hear him say is, sometimes when people go to Vietnam, they go home to their mamas without any legs. Sometimes they don't go home at all. That's a bad thing. That's all I have to say about that.
See, that's a very intelligent thing to say, and maybe that's why everybody thinks it's stupid, right? Because they pull the cords on them. Mm-hmm. They pull the cords on them.
So that was a fun fact that I thought, dang, for years I've been wondering, what did he actually say?
Yeah, if the Black Panthers would have heard that, he would have never gotten the fight at the Black Panther party.
Yeah, sorry, sorry about ruining your Black Panther party. Oh, dude, that was classic. But that kind of makes me wonder too, like, what other deleted scenes did we not see in that movie?
And you know, that's the big thing I'm learning about, like when we do this show or when we do, we record other skits we did for our department. That's actually on the Castana YouTube page, right? And you start to learn, like, you just take so many different films. You film 10 minutes and you only use like 5. And there's a bunch of outtakes of people that I recorded and like we don't even use. Mm-hmm. So imagine movies, imagine TV shows, imagine, like, there's so much stuff about that movie that we didn't even see.
So is there any movie like that you can think of that you're wondering, was there a deleted scene or what happened after this that they didn't really dive into as much?
Yeah.
Because I did see a deleted scene from Dumb and Dumber, another one of my favorite movies. It got cut, but he was basically just he was going off on a rant, and it was like I could see why they cut out, because it was like it would have gave it like a little bit more. I don't think Dumb and Dumber is rated R, but definitely I think that scene might have led it to become a rated R movie.
And you have to make it more appealing to the masses. And you make more money.
It's PG-13, I would say, but that scene they cut out. He definitely, I think he uses like some words that like today they'd get canceled for. Yeah. Movies like that aren't made as much.
Especially like comedies, because I was thinking about like the movie Airplane when you were talking about this.
Oh my God.
The movies you can't show anymore.
You know what movie will never be made again because of like cancel culture now? Tropic Thunder.
Ooh, the blackface.
Tropic, not just blackface, like Robert Downey Jr. He portrays that he's he's a black soldier, or whatever. But the vulgarity that they get into throughout the whole film. It's like what's his name? Ben Stiller. One of his characters in Simple Jack. Like you can't do that anymore. And in the movie, the exact quote that he says, like, everybody knows you don't go full retard. Yeah. You went full retard. Like you can't say that anymore.
It's intellectually challenging like that.
Now it's like,
well, but then now you have the cultural kind of fight back, because you have to remember who won the last election. It's Donald Trump, and not just by electoral, by popular vote. By the way, second Republican to win the popular vote since 1988. George W. Bush 2004, right? Mm-hmm. But why? And you talk to people, and there's the Mexican vote and the young male vote, like my son's age. He's 23ish, right? There was that those two demographics that shifted a lot.
And we've talked about this.
And it had a lot to do with this cancel culture. People get canceled for stuff. So a lot of people get offended, but man, that stuff's funny.
Well, we talked about a lot of the political cycles, right?
Funny.
How the Democratic Party of the 1800s is not the Democratic Party of today. No. The Republican Party of the 1800s is not the Republican. It's kind of like flip sides, right?
The pendulum is constantly swinging. Conservative liberal, conservative liberal And right now, we're just swinging more conservative in this era. Before that, it was
Kind of like in the 80s,
It was
right?
getting pretty liberal.
Like from the 70s into the 80s,
Yeah.
we saw from a conservative shift.
Free love, hippies, equal rights amendment in the 70s, and all of a sudden,
Like-
yeah, I mean, yeah, you could definitely make the
I
argument.
think it's a natural cycle. Though,
You could definitely make the argument that Roe v. Wade, I think it was 1972, where legalized abortion actually got Ronald Reagan elected. You could make the argument that Barack Obama's electing a black president, got Donald Trump elected the first time. You could make the argument. I'm not saying that's
And
what
you
it
can
is.
make the argument.
I'm saying you could make it.
Yeah, there's definitely arguments to be made, especially in
Pendulum
2020.
swings. Pendulum
Like
swings
you
in
can make the
politics.
argument that Biden winning in 2020, for many, was a result of Donald Trump winning in 2016, and Donald Trump winning in 2024 was a result of the Biden administration. Like you can make arguments for each of these presidencies, but
You're saying Chaperone's going to get elected next president?
I don't know. well, you never know.
I'll show it to you later. Just put a picture up right here, Chaperone. Yeah, you'll see.
But it's always interesting to look at like what is the changes in demographics that lead to like the changes in political leadership.
Like it's Chappelle's show, which God, I just whenever get a chance to show it to anybody. But it's a lot more difficult to show in class now.
Oh my God!
Because of that, yeah. I mean, I won't get fired,
but still, it's like it's great. It's great. Like there's some value to it, right? There's some value to it, but I don't know. How did we get here? I don't know. But Forrest Gump, that was a scene. I was wondering, what is he actually saying? And now we know.
Yeah.
And now we know.
Yeah.
So, fun fact.
Not impactful. Like I was walking with a midget last night, and we saw this crowd, and we started drinking with them. Mom, it was this. It was very simple. Man, some people lose their legs and they lose their lives. Well, now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
So, all right, that's mine. What you got next?
All right. So, actor Robert Pattinson. Now he was in the movie. Why can't I think of it? The Wolves and the. Oh my God, I can't think of it. Yeah.
Team Edward.
Yeah, just
Twilight. Yes.
The Twilight series.
Team
Twilight
Edward
saga,
or
right?
Team Jacob?
I mean, this guy was like the it thing at the time, right?
You Team Edward?
Yeah,
or
either
Team
the
Jacob?
vampires or the wolves. I don't know. I kind of lean towards this guy.
I don't know. I was kind of Team Jacob.
Yeah, Team Jacob. Yeah. See, we all have our thing, right?
Six pack.
The pendulum is shifting. Yeah, he's a yoke, right? So, anyways, actor Robert Pattinson, and he played the vampire one. Dealt with an obsessed fan. So I don't know if you've ever had a stalker. How do you deal with a stalker, especially when you're famous?
Never.
I mean, we have a podcast, so maybe. I mean, we don't have stalkers yet because obviously we haven't made it, but
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we'll get there, right? So, what should be a strategy for dealing with stalkers? Well, an obsessed fan who camped outside his apartment by taking her out on he dealt with an obsessed fan who camped outside of his apartment. Dude, camped outside of his apartment.
That's not creepy.
He took her out to dinner, and on a dinner date. And on the dinner date, he told her, he said, "I just complained about everything in my life," and she never came back.
Dude, that is genius.
You sit there,
That's genius.
you start complaining about it. You just a
Nobody
pity
wants
party.
to be around like somebody's always like complaining and just like an energy.
Can you imagine?
Like just suck the energy out because all the complaining, negativity.
Selena would still be alive today if he would have just taken Yolanda out to dinner and just complained about everything.
That's true.
My dad.
That's a pretty good strategy.
Oh,
like,
my husband.
How do you repel you know?
Yeah. The hot
just-
sauce that I always carry in my bag.
Just be negative.
Yeah.
be
The
negative.
pizza, I eat it, but then it makes me feel like this. If Selena would have just done that, where do you go?
It reminded me of a couple of people who are no longer in my life.
What you got?
Yeah. So those who know me know I love a good prank.
Oh, yeah.
And so I learned this recently about Brad Pitt. So here's a weird but fun fact. In 1999, Brad Pitt rented a Mexican resort and filled it with friends. At midnight, he orchestrated a power outage, had the resort raided by police, and staged the arrest of one of his friends on drug charges, all as an elaborate prank. So he hired this police, right?
Dude, you're in Mexico. What are you
you're
gonna
in
do?
Mexico. And I'm
you
guessing
just
a
say?
bunch
I'm
of
American, I'm
Brad
American.
Pitt. I'm guessing is with a bunch of weirdos,
Yeah.
and they raid them, and all of a sudden they think they're part of this drug bust, and they're being arrested.
Dude, you gotta buy those guys new underwear. Fuck.
Dude, like imagine the trauma that they probably experience being in Mexico. Because I have a few friends that never wanted to go to Mexico. They're scared.
I get it. I almost got arrested once.
One of my friends never went to Mexico until my Zenaida.
Okay.
Shout out to Z. She didn't go to Mexico ever until I had this big birthday party in Mexico for my 27th birthday, and we rented this big old house.
Where in Mexico? Where?
Rocky Point. Went to Puerto Peñasco.
Okay.
And I rented this big house right by the beach, and there was like 20 of us that went. That was the first time she went because she was paranoid of going to Mexico, you know. And
I mean, we have.
I understand, like some people.
Do some people say, you know? I remember Mags, right? We crossed the border one time. Her and her husband. I'm in the back seat, and we crossed the border, and she rolls down my window, and I'm sitting in the back, and she's like, "You smell that, Nick?" And I smell like the smell of freaking sewer. And she's like, "No, that's the smell of freedom." She says.
Yeah.
And I said, "Dude, that's the smell of my rights going out the window." Because over there, like, there's a Constitution.
So.
But, what makes the Constitution real is that we all choose to believe in it. In Mexico,
but imagine like the planning, how like to go into that
crazy
depth and hire people.
Yeah,
like dude, I mean, I grew up in a big family, right? I'm 3 of 6, and we're always playing pranks on each other.
What do you do? Say, I don't want to be Brad Pitt's friend anymore?
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of this prank I played on my class a couple years ago, and I really went into detail. And most of my class was in on this prank, except like 4 kids who were absent. I basically set up to where like, all right, we're gonna pretend that your test results, it was for the IB exams, something happened to the test, and now we have to do it over again. Dude. And I had Raul like kind of administer the test because I couldn't be in there.
And deliver style.
And like he went in, he's like during his planning period, he came in and like, all right guys, sit down, here's some paper, and then he passed out like this test question, and everybody was in it. I wasn't in the classroom, but I was kind of watching through the hallway, and everybody would coordinate into where like maybe 10 minutes into the test, like slowly but surely people were like getting sick and tired. Like, I'm tired of this. Why do we have to do this again? This is BS. And then one of them was designated to flip their, like just kind of push their desk out of the way.
Beautiful.
And everybody walked out except those 4 kids.
Beautiful.
And those 4 kids are like, guys, what are you doing? Like, stop it. Like, no, like, you guys need to take this seriously. And then as soon as everybody walked out, these kids, like, the 4 kids around, they're like, kept working. They're like, what's going on? They're like, because they didn't understand. And then, like, 30 seconds after they kept working, I walk in and everybody follows me in. They're like, what's going on? We're like, we just pranked you. This ain't a really test. Yeah. So it was hilarious.
No, it's funny because these are very dedicated kids.
I love a good prank.
Challenge themselves, and with these kids, it's easier to do it, right? They really care. They worry about this. This is like going to college for them. This is getting college credit, so it's a big deal. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. So that was like I saw that and I was like, oh, yeah, I love a good prank. But that's my last one I want to share for today. What do you got? What's your last one?
So. Fun fact, and I mean, beyond Valentine's Day being just around the corner, today is my 24-year wedding anniversary, right?
Today?
Yeah. So the question is,
what an accomplishment.
Will I be posting something nice about my wife and I? That's the question, right? So here you go.
That's kind of standard.
So here you go.
Depending on who you ask.
Frequent social media posts about partners often signal insecurity, as happier couples tend to share less online.
Oh, God.
So what's the answer? No, I will not. I will not be sharing.
Happy anniversary, Christina.
Yeah, I woke her up.
And sometimes I feel
I
for
woke
you.
her up and I told her, and then and then there it is, right? No, we just.
You guys have your own thing. You know.
We're married 24 years.
Yeah, you have your own thing.
We're married 24 freaking years, and it's.
You don't need to prove yourself on social media.
It's been a journey, right? And we still got a long way to go. I have a little 7-year-old, but it's like we're just so busy all the time, and we never get caught up in. We do stuff like in the regular.
It's just for some people,
like
it's not their style.
I ask her not to sell. No, we're not celebrating my birthday. Let's just spend money on the kids.
But here's my question.
But you said something. It's not your style.
It's not your style. Here's my question to you: is like, how many people do you know that overtly posts them and their couple, their partner, whatever, like extremely, or to the extreme, and it's like it ain't like that for them.
Spring is coming, and guess what happens in the spring? The sunflowers come out, and people. So in Brawley is like a sunflower field, and everybody goes over there as couples and they post, right? It's a spring photo shoot, and that is a telltale sign that relationship is about to fail.
I will say maybe. It just, again, it depends on your style, but you and I know people. I know some people that just over and over and over and over post them and themselves with their couple,
same pajamas,
and then it's just like
same.
And it's like
same Christmas pajamas.
That relationship is more toxic than anybody that I know.
Oh yeah.
And here they are, I was like, I love you. But I was like, but is it really like that?
It's that insecurity.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say it applies to everybody, because I do know some people that are just.
This is like, generality.
Their personality, and like that shows like that's really how they are. They're just loving people, and that's cool. Like, you respect that. I respect that.
You at home, I really want you to think about it. Like, think about the couples that post like, oh my God, we're so in love. And I know I have students like that. They're like, oh, we're so in love, and then
it's like
a little bit.
It's like, hey, you're arguing. I was like, but then you put a camera. It's like
they break up,
take a picture,
and then
take a video,
and then they break up, and like, oh my God, I'm so devastated. Johnny cheated or whatever. And then like a little bit later, oh, I found a new special somebody. We're so in love. I'm like, dude, this, like, and then like 3 relationships later, they see they're pregnant, and at that point their life's over. They're stuck, right? Then they try to do the sunflower field, and then that's it. Somebody leaves. Somebody cheats on somebody else because of stupid sunflower seeds and matching pajamas, and it's over. It's over.
Oh,
and Psychology Today has shown us that.
That's right. Hey, psychology.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
You learn a lot.
You can learn stupid crap about yourself, right? But if you can't laugh at yourself, we just have
you have to laugh about yourself.
You have to.
You have to.
Be boring.
It's fun. It's fun to laugh at yourself.
Just want to do it.
So, anyways, that's just a few fun facts we shared that we found. And
feel free to share your own.
What's a fun fact?
We'd love to hear.
So, best of the week.
Let's do best of the week.
Best of the week. We both found some common ground. You want to share that with us? What's your best of the week?
TikTok got banned, and
we don't have TikTok.
And
so we didn't care. I didn't care.
It's like TikTok.
I'm like, finally, I don't have to deal with all these links that I get from TikTok because I can't open them because I don't have a TikTok account. Send me a link of like an Insta reel. I don't want like normal people.
I don't want the Chinese to know about my meaningless life.
I'd rather have the U.S. government know my privacy than the Chinese.
Amen. Well, it's because Facebook, they also steal your information. Well, at least they're beholden to American laws, right? China, they can do whatever they want, right? By the way, kids can't have TikTok on their phone in China. Fun fact, right?
Interesting.
So it got banned. We're thinking, who cares? And then we both go on our phones and we get a message. So
this is where I'm like, oh, wait. Maybe I should care about TikTok being banned because the owner of TikTok, ByteDance, also has other apps.
They also own CapCut. The same platform that we edit our videos for.
To edit videos.
CapCut is genius. Like, it's just so amazing, so easy to work with. So if you ever want to make like video cuts and stuff like that, highly recommend it. Had no idea it was a Chinese company, no idea it was owned by ByteDance. So now,
all these edits that we use and do, and
we should have been posting like the TikTokers. Oh my God, my life. That's how we were in the hallway together. We're freaking out
because we got this message.
Yeah, we got the message.
Or said. It got cut, it got banned, and we're like, well, what do we do? I can't open CapCut. And then like a couple days later, we get this message. It says, welcome back. Thanks for your patience and support. CapCut is back in the U.S. You can continue to create, edit, and all these things. I'm like, oh, thank you. CapCut is back.
I thought the podcast was over. We're going to have to use American apps, and they're just not as good. Well, we haven't found them yet. Feel free to chime in if you know a good editing app.
We just know that for us. CapCut is the one. So thank you.
I felt like a TikToker. Oh my God, you can't take CapCut away from me.
So that was like, to me, it's like a relief.
This is like, not democracy.
Now we can get back to what we plan on doing for this next episode.
That's for what, 3 days? 3 days of hell.
I can't imagine what TikTokers were experiencing.
So here we are, we're back, guys.
I'm sorry.
We are back.
TikTokers for talking smack.
All right, here we go. So
anyways, that was the best of the week. CapCut's back. TikTok too. But let's end on a disappointing affirmation. What's this week's?
This week's disappointing affirmation goes something like this. The best way to cope with your problems is to add new ones to distract yourself from the original ones.
Boom. There it is. Bingo.
Yeah. All right.
So don't deal with your problems. Add more problems to your plate.
This is such wisdom.
It's it's a great way to not deal with your problems.
Why be positive when you could be toxic?
Toxic culture.
That's right.
We're bringing it back.
We need more toxic friends, right? We need
Toxicity.
sholas, right? Sholas back in our lives.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, that's episode 35. Dang.
I still remember the first one. We suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
we still do.
We're still working on it.
Here we are.
Here we are, baby.
Here's to another one.
Yeah.
When I'm not.
Yeah. Not professionals, paraprofessionals. Yeah.
See you guys next time.
If you are surrounded by fucking idiots, evade and elude them at all costs. The condition of the idiot is contagious, and there is no benefit to the interaction with fucking idiots. They will only bring you down to their level and cause you much mental anguish. So avoid them at all costs. It is better for you. That is all.